Hello, everyone. I am Top Rope Squishy. This is Maddie Anderson. I am here to talk to you about Dynamite. Last night was crazy. There's so much to go over. But before we get started, check out the merch, people. It went on sale today. It's probably my favorite design from my husband. I hope you get yours. And don't forget, please, if you don't already, subscribe, hit like, drop me a comment. I have so much new content dropping in the next few weeks, and I can't wait to start getting people in here to do these recaps with me. That'll be starting in a few weeks too, so stay tuned. Well, let's get started. AEW Dynamite started yesterday with Christian Cage. Christian Cage debuted and he went up against Frankie Kazarian. It started off slow. It really wasn't my favorite match. It took me a while, but I eventually did get into it because the pace started to pick up and the match got just better as it went along. And by the end of it, I was hooked. Obviously, Christian Cage won. He's not going to lose on his debut. He's not going to lose, his first match, especially not after all the fuss that was made about, his signing. So not a surprise. Turned out to be a really great match. So that's how AEW got started. Then Jade, of course, dropped a promo, an awesome promo, on Red Velvet. So she definitely has beef. She wants everybody to know that she's that bitch. And let me tell you, I would be scared. QT Marshall versus Cody Rhodes exhibition match. Holy shit. I mean, I knew something was going to happen because QT had been on edge. I knew that he was going to do something crazy. But what happened yesterday was insane. I mean, it started off friendly. They shook hands and whatnot. But then QT punched Arn Anderson. Hey, Lou. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Yo, yes, it was a freaking show, Lou. No neck bone tone in the house. Hey, people, thanks for joining me. We're talking about QT Marshall and versus Cody Rhodes. There were some people that were not interested in this match, but I said this match is going to have something huge happening. I thought for sure that QT was going to go heel and turn on the Nightmare Family, but the way it happened, Aaron Solo, Anthony Ogogo, and Nick Camarado, they all turned on the Nightmare Family. They busted up Cody. They busted up Dustin. Everybody got it. And whoa, did you guys see Big Shotty Lee get tossed over the ring into the stage? He triple bounced. It was great. It was freaking awesome. I enjoyed it, and I so can't wait. And yes, no neck bone tone, they totally destroyed Dustin Rhodes. My goodness, how you gonna do that to Dustin? And then Red Velvet came out, and she saved the day because QT was gonna bust Cody up with a chair. Good Lord, Red Velvet got cojones. Yes, all the legends were catching hands last night. Lou Rivera, you're hilarious. But yeah, that exhibition match turned out to be a great match. Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky are teaming up. Major heel freaking action happening here. They're taking on Matt and Mike Seidel on Monday on Dark Elevation. I can't wait to see it. This is going to be good. Real good. Red Velvet was dropping a promo about how she had to intervene and help Cody. And who came and kicked her ass real quick? That bitch. Jade showed up, whooped her ass, blamed her for breaking a heel, and then walked away, just like a bad bitch would. So there is a lot coming between Jade and Red Velvet. And let me tell you, I'm so ready. Of course, Moxley has to drop his promos. Moxley is really good with his promos. I know he writes these things down. And he memorizes them like a monologue because he's always on point. And his monologue went right into his match with Cesar Bononi. So Lou Rivera says Scorpio Sky is not an SCU anymore. I don't think he is. I really don't think he is. From that promo that he dropped yesterday, it almost made it seem like he was resentful, that he had been paired up with SCU. So I really think that this is him exiting. SCU, I think, is just Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian now. And even that team, I think, is probably going to break up at Double or Nothing because, Frankie said if they lose one more time, their tag is over. I just think Christopher Daniels is getting ready to be a coach, manager type of thing. And Frankie Kazarian has a lot of good time left on his, wrestling years. So he needs to pair up with somebody who's a little younger that can move a little bit more. And Christopher Daniels, he's not there anymore. So next, the Cesar Bononi match with Moxley was one match that I didn't even know was happening, but it wasn't bad. It was good. I loved the ending, though. The way that Moxley crawled around Bononi's body and then submitted him, I don't know how he did that. I've watched it twice because I was like, that fluidity, it was just amazing. He just, and of course, he had to pin him. There was no way he was going to get a paradigm shift out of him and get him out. So he had to submit him. The submission was beautiful. Can you hear me? Okay, sorry, my connection got a little funky. So yeah, there's trouble in Team Taz, people. Taz is very in denial, but Brian Cage is about to lose his shit. You agree, Lou Rivera? Yes, he is about to lose it because every freaking time lately that they've had a promo, Brian Cage is not having it. And y'all heard him talk more in these past 2 weeks than he has ever said before anything before. This is the most I've ever heard Brian Cage talk, and I like it. I'm really, really interested in seeing where this is going to go. I'm really interested. Yes, Louis Rivera says Brian Cage looked mad annoyed. He is super annoyed. I'm thinking he's going to throw that FTW belt in Taz's face, say, F you, I'm out of here, and go on a solo run for a while. And he could do it, too, because Brian Cage is a phenom. That's just not it's not humanly possible what he does in the ring. That man is so big, and the flips he does, he kicks up. How does he do these things? Probably one of my favorite moments that happened yesterday. The Pinnacle. So, if y'all saw it yesterday, MJF had a gift for the Pinnacle. He had an interior designer and a clothing decorator, like a fashion decorator. And he wanted to decorate, redo the bathroom. So they're in the Inner Circle's old room. And when MJF went to open the bathroom door, who do you think was behind the door? No Neck Bone Tone says best part of the show. Yes, best part of the show, I think. Until the end, of course, but we'll get to that. But he opens the door and the old school badass Inner Circle was in there. Not the Inner Circle that's been getting whooped and thrown all over the place. We're talking about the Inner Circle that started in AEW, okay? The badass Inner Circle. And they whooped the Pinnacle's ass all over the place. I actually have a rundown of who kicked whose ass. Spears got hit with a door from Sammy. Dax Harwood got taken out by Santana. And if you guys saw afterwards, he had stitches on his head. Like Dax Harwood got really messed up. Tully got hit by Pride and Powerful. Cash Wheeler was thrown into an ice bath by Pride and Powerful. Santana and Ortiz were kicking ass. People, let's just put the belts on these guys already. Wardlow got put through a massage table by Hager. Loved it. And then when Hager was walking away, he told the refs, don't touch him. The people that were there, he's like, don't touch him. Like, screw him. Let him stay down there. And of course, Jericho took out MJF. Now, I am so when it comes to toilets. So when I saw that MJF's head was going in a toilet, I was just like, but how amazing was that? Then he put him through the soda a refrigerator, and then they kicked them out, took the Pinnacle sign off, and put the Inner Circle sign back on. And that was that. Inner Circle versus the Pinnacle at Double or Nothing. That's what I want to see. Yes, I have the receipts. I keep notes. Yo, it was hard to write anything down watching these yesterday's Dynamite because it was just explosive. It just got to a point where it was just like boom, boom, surprises everywhere. How can you not like Dynamite? Anyway, the Young Bucks, they're going to go heel, starting with Matt Jackson. Don Callis done pushed Matt for the last time. Ain't no man should be slapping another man's face. He gonna make Don Callis pay for that. And of course, the Young Bucks and Moxley are taking on Omega and I believe the Good Brothers next week. So it's going down. I'm dying to see Matt Jackson lose his shit. I think the Young Bucks need to go heel. They absolutely need to go heel. It's going to be good for them. Omega and the Good Brothers was on versus Lucha Bros and Laredo Kid. Oh my God, do I like Laredo Kid? He's wild. He's wild, just like Rey Fenix. That's why he fits so well with the Lucha Bros. This guy was doing flips and moves from everywhere, and I thought only Rey Fenix was that daring, but Laredo Kid proved me wrong. The match started before the bell. Lucha Bros are such an amazing tag team. Sometimes I believe they get a little underrated. That running on the rope shit, oh my God, that was from Louis Rivera. Those guys run on ropes like they're walking on the floor. I mean, how much balance do they have? There was a point where Laredo was in the ring with Omega, and out of nowhere, Rey Fenix came flying from one end, kicked Omega in the face, and just flew out the ring. It's amazing. It's amazing what these guys did. It was an explosive matchup. Laredo Kid got most of it. He was in there for quite some time. I mean, we went to commercial and came back, picture in picture came back, and he was still getting his ass handed to him by like the Good Brothers. But eventually, Laredo started getting some hits in. So did Rey Fenix, Penta. They got their hits in. But of course, Omega hit the one-winged angel on Laredo Kid and pinned him. But beautiful freaking match. It was wonderful. Whenever you have Lucha Bros in there, you expect it to be great. And it did not let me down. But yeah, and then after that match, who showed up? Mox and the Young Bucks, which of course was the setup for next week's fight, which I can't wait. I can't wait. They didn't even say anything. That's how menacing they came out. They just came out and just stared them down and then walked away. It's gonna go down. And of course, Dr. Britt Baker still shots fired at Thunder Rosa. They're not gonna let that feud die, and I am all for it because I have been enjoying the Thunder Rosa versus Britt Baker feud from the minute that it was announced. Those women, as you know, delivered an amazing main event, probably one of my favorite main events that have gone down on Dynamite. And I just want to see more of them. More and more. Give me more. The next match was Nyla Rose, who paired up with the Bunny and took on Shida and Ty Conti. Now, I thought that Shida and Ty were for sure going to win. And I thought that if they didn't win, Nyla would get the pin on Ty, since they have had a few matchups back and forth. However, what I did not expect, not yesterday or today, or I still can't believe it, the Bunny pinned Ty Conti. That was strange to me. I know that they are trying to build the Bunny up. And of course, getting a win on Ty Conti, who's like super hot right now, is a way to build somebody up, right? But I still was like, So I'm waiting to see what else develops from this. But, Ty Conti's on fire and they have to keep that going. So, no neck botone. I didn't see the Bunny getting the pin. Maybe a new rivalry. Yes, because next week we get Ty Conti versus the Bunny. So good call. No neck bone tone. That's exactly what's being set up. So yeah, the match was good though. I totally enjoyed it. Nyla and Shida pretty much were the ones dominating in the, for most of the match. It was those two women in the ring. And God, I love Nyla Rose and Shida. That rivalry was one of my favorites. I hope they kind of like reignited at some point in the future. Jurassic Express dropped a hilarious promo against Bear Country. They're going up against each other on next Dynamite. I didn't think that Jurassic Express had funny in them, but they are funny. That was a funny promo. I enjoyed that. And then all of that led to the match that I was most excited for. Arcade Anarchy. Oh my God. How many surprises did we get in one night? AEW did it again. This match I was so excited about because I don't know about you, but I love gimmick matches. I do. And I'm a gamer. So when you put all those arcade games around, I'm already interested. And I have been enjoying the Miro Kip best friends feud. So this was the one I was like most waiting for, and it did not disappoint. Anything goes. You can only win by pin or submission, but anything goes. There were refs all over, and we got to see a side of Miro that I don't think we've seen before. He was doing super kicks. He was doing all kinds of moves that he really didn't do as often. It was beautiful to see Miro that, freaking dominant, which is what he's supposed to be. A monster taking everybody out. And Miro was kicking a lot of freaking ass. When Kip was kind of getting destroyed by Orange Cassidy, best friends got to turn it around. When Miro was getting hit with a Kempo stick, did I say that right? I hope so. And the garbage can lid, they were kicking his ass. And then they started putting all these things on top of Miro to try to keep him down. Then Kip got back in the game. He didn't allow the pin to happen. And he started, whooping ass. And then they went back in the ring, and Chucky Taylor had a teddy bear. Now, I thought when he was opening it, what did you think was coming out of there? I thought it was thumbtacks for sure. I never expected Lego pieces. Have you ever stepped on a Lego? That shit hurts. So I could just imagine the pain that both Chucky T and Kip Sabian, who both landed on it one way or another on those Legos, the pain that they must have been in. But Chucky T was gonna get pinned by Kip Sabian, and Orange Cassidy ended up saving the day. Then he took up against Kip Sabian, and he hit Kip Sabian with a DDT and then beach break, but the pin didn't work because Penelope Ford grabbed Aubrey's feet and pulled her out the ring, so she couldn't count to 3. Then Orange Cassidy went outside. Penelope kicked them in the, what is it that Taz calls them? The yam bags. And then Penelope starts to take, yes, Louis Rivera's laughing at the Legos. That was funny as hell, but I knew it was going to be painful. But then not Britt Baker. Wow, so much I like Britt Baker. She's in my mind. Penelope starts taking off her belt. Yam baggery. I said that wrong. And she's going for Orange Cassidy. And who pops out from the machine? Like the one where you grab the toys? The alien's back. Chris Statlander's back. Holy moly. Chris Statlander, for all those of you who don't know, is who got me into AEW. The first match I ever saw was Chris Statlander. And I don't remember who she was against, but she blew my mind. When she popped out of that thing, you can ask my husband, I jumped up so freaking hard and fast that I pulled a leg muscle, okay? A freaking leg muscle. How beautiful was it? She whooped her ass this quickly. She brought her and then dropped her on top of the air hockey table. It was beautiful. It was like she was never gone. It was so smooth. It was like she was never gone. I can't wait to see Chris Statlander versus Thunder in an AEW ring. But it was amazing. And then while all this is going on, right, Miro returns to the ring and starts whooping on Orange Cassidy and on Chucky Taylor to the point where they started to crawl outside of the arena. And then a car starts coming. And I'm like, who has a white minivan? Oh shit, that's Sue. But why would she be coming unless, yes, Louis Rivera said he popped big time, and so did I when Mr. freaking Trent popped out of the minivan. Okay, that was the moment. I was like, okay, we got the Pinnacle versus Inner Circle backstage brawl. We got Chris Statlander. Oh, we had QT Marshall going heel and taking half of the Nightmare Family with them. We had Chris Statlander coming back and Trent coming back. Man, Trent did an amazing spear on Miro against a table, and then Chucky T grabbed Kip Sabian and dropped him from the stage to a table on the floor, pinned him, and it was done. My goodness, yesterday's Dynamite was fire. And anyone who doesn't agree doesn't like wrestling. I'm joking. There's something for everyone, and AEW is definitely for me. I hope you enjoyed my recap. I want to thank everyone who joined me tonight. I have so much fun talking about wrestling. I have so much fun talking about AEW. I absolutely love talking with people who also love it. In the future, in the very near future, in a few weeks, I will be doing these recaps and inviting people on my Twitter to join me to do these recaps live with me. So please stay tuned for that coming in the next few weeks. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, No Neck Bone Tone. Great show as usual. I really appreciate y'all. If you don't already, please subscribe, like, drop me a comment. I will definitely try to respond. And if you don't already, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Top Rope Squishy. And don't forget, check out the merch. I got t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, and masks. Until next time, people, Top Rope Squishy is out. Good night, y'all.